Okay, y'all. Um, Muta Napoleon responds to Kadafi's mother with a Instagram post, and let me just say this, man. Yeah, Yasmin, Kadafi's mother, is still hurting. Um, she resents Napoleon because Napoleon first introduced Kadafi to his cousin. So she hates him regarding that. She hates the fact that it was his cousin that did it. So she's turning her hate towards Napoleon for that, which he can't help. But I think there's more to this that's coming out. I think she feels he covered up because that's his family, so she feel like he gonna cover up for his fam. And plus he's sticking by the accident thing, which she don't believe is an accident, which I don't blame her. Can't be an accident, man, when the man pointed a fucking gun in your face. How is that a fucking accident, bro? Oh, well, I was just playing. We were just playing. You don't fucking play like that. I don't care how old you is. You know fucking better, man. You know better than be playing with a loaded gun. How a gun just go off? You had to have your finger on the trigger. Gun just ain't gonna go off. You point the gun. You know the gun was loaded. It's not an accident in my book. And where did you... New Jersey got some fucked up laws so you only get 8 years for killing somebody. Get the fuck out of here. And I can understand why. I can understand, and I'm kind of in the middle between whether this guy should be interviewed or not, Roddy. Because on one hand, I think it's good for him to tell his side of the story. Kill all these stupid ass conspiracy theories for once, you know, cause they so, oh man. And on the other hand, we can, I don't know, we can hear this guy's side of the story, hear his mind state at that time. I don't think that'd be good for Yasmin, his Kadafi's mother, though. Yasmin. Cause he's the reason her son not here. She don't give a fuck about what he gotta say, what type of excuses he come up with. As far as she's concerned, he's a cold-blooded killer. And he should get the same fate that her son got. As far as she's concerned. So what good is to interview? What good is it to interview Roddy? I think Roddy, if he takes this Vlad interview, he's gonna be more harassed. I think he's taking a big risk. It can't do nothing for him but be bad for taking this interview. I don't know why he would want to do that, because now you're going to put a target on your back for harassment. People are going to harass the shit out of you now. Your face is going to be known worldwide, So what benefits you getting out of that? So, only thing it's gonna make you look is just foolish. It's gonna make you look like You was playing with a gun, playing like an idiot, pointing it at people, and you shot them. You don't mistakenly put your finger on the trigger and pull it. You had to pull your finger on the trigger. You had to pull the fucking trigger, man. How is it? How? I don't understand. How is it a mistake? Why would anybody play with a loaded gun? I don't care if it's loaded or not. Why would you? People are, and I know you were young, but hell, we all were young, but we still had better sense than to do some stupid shit like that. This ain't the first time somebody played with a gun and shot somebody. But I'm gonna go ahead and read what she say. What Napoleon says. He says, I wanted to reply to the accusations of Yasmin Fula, the mother of Kadafi. First of all, I would like to start off by making it clear that I will never say anything to disrespect Yasmin, as she is my elder and someone who has always been like an aunt or family member to me. Yasmin is still hurting from the death of her son, and I understand her pain and frustrations. Most people know that it was my little cousin who accidentally killed Kadafi over 20 years ago. My cousin was no older than 15 or 16 years old at the time. Yasmin claims that I covered up the murder of her son to protect my cousin, and this is far from the truth. I'm the one who flew to Jersey and convinced my cousin to turn himself into prison and face responsibility for what he has done. How can this be a cover-up? Yasmin claims I covered up the murder, and soon after moved to Saudi Arabia, which is another statement that is far from the truth. The incident with Kadafi happened over 20 years ago, while I moved to Saudi Arabia 7 years ago. The time between the death of Kadafi and me moving to Saudi Arabia was 13 years, and during this whole time I lived in the USA. Secondly, Kadafi was a brother to me, who I loved dearly, and he loved me. I would never be involved in the cover-up of the murder of someone who I looked at as my own brother. I'm no longer in the music industry, and I'm not making any money from Tupac or Kadafi, as she claimed. Yasmin want me to openly admit that my cousin purposely killed Kadafi, and being that I refuse to do this, she began spreading rumors that I am covering up the murder of her son. Of course, it is hurtful when I hear and read these kind of statements, but all praise due to Allah, as He alone knows the unseen, and Allah knows what she's saying about me is untrue. How virtuous you are. I ask Allah to make it easy for her, give her hadiyah, and take away her pain. Kadafi was her only son who she loved dearly, so I understand her pain and frustration, and this post was not to belittle or disrespect her at all. Oh, man. Well, y'all made it worse by bringing this shit up in the first place, man. I don't, but it's crazy, man. Like I said, Ryder would be a damn fool to be interviewed by Vlad. He should just stay in the dark. Why is he doing it? He don't need to do no interview. Fuck the conspiracy theories. Let them motherfuckers think what they want to think. So why is he doing it? So he can say how he made a mistake? You ain't gonna convince nobody it was a mistake. I don't care what you say. You pointed the gun at the man's head. You lifted your arm, pointed it at his head. Fuck a mistake. That's not a mistake. Yeah, you can say it's a mistake after you did it. Oh, it was a mistake. Yeah, of course it was a mistake. You shouldn't have did it. But you did it. It was a mistake. Yeah. I know it was. It was an accident. Of course it was an accident. You probably regret doing it, but you did it. Yeah, it was an accident. It's easy to say it's an accident when you did something and you regret it. You can easily go back and say, "Oh, it's an accident." Wasn't no accident, man. That's not how accidents work. That was reckless. You know, I don't know the right term to use, but that was a reckless endangerment, murder that you put yourself in. Reckless endangerment with a weapon that killed someone. Not an accident. I like that term better. Using reckless endangerment as using reckless endangerment with a weapon that got somebody killed. That's what they should say. Not accident. Accident is when shit happens and you don't have no control over. You had control over this shit. Man. Napoleon really needs to stop saying accident too. Fuck, I'm out.